Sacramento Condors taking on the London Monarchs.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the London Monarchs and the Sacramento Condors. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. On 3rd down, Buckley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 16 yards, a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on first down. Buckley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's the option play now to the left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side. Buckley. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Up the middle they go. Buckley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So 4th down coming up, John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They find some open field here. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that will keep this a 3-point game. London about set to take over on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll set up a throw. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. .40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So they bring out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 8.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, he'll try to run with this.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Floating one, incomplete.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there, a 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Condors have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away from the 6.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas, a glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and 3.
Up the middle they go. Buckley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Monarchs have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, We didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. So the drive there took 6 plays. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start out here with the option left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Buckley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Monarchs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
London about set to take over on offense.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. A handoff as they run the counter play. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Monarchs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for our visitors, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.